That's it, people. I'm done investing. It's just not working. Everything is down. I'm going to lose it all, and I'm just going to pull it all out right now and YOLO it all into the lottery. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not getting out of the market anytime soon, and I'm going to show you why. In today's episode, let's get into it. Hey everybody, my name's AJ, and this is the Wealthy Idiot Show. Before we begin, please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. We're just a couple of guys who have been successful in our investing endeavors, and we're trying to teach the same thing to as many people as possible. And by hitting that like button, you help spread this message of hope and financial peace and financial independence to as many people as possible. So thank you so much. So I'm not selling my investments anytime soon. I'm going to hold on to them and continue to buy as the market is down. But a whole bunch of people bought at the top of the market and they sold once it started going down because they got scared. And I make fun of those people, except for that I was one of those at one point. Back in 2007, I took pretty much every penny I had, put it into the market, and then immediately in 2008, all of it disappeared. And I pulled my money back out and I thought, this investing thing is stupid. I'm not doing that again. Well, a whole lot of people are doing that right now. Oh, you can see that with the current US savings rates. When the market was on top, everybody was buying, and then when the market started to decrease, everybody started selling and getting out of their savings as fast as possible. This is a normal reaction I think that people have. It ends up causing weird behaviors, and people ask questions like this.
Well, Dave, I'd like to liquidate my portfolio and be able to put it, I want to trade on with cryptocurrency, and I just want your opinion.
So then that begs the question, what should we be doing during these times? Because this is weird, and we need to know what the right answer is and what it is that we should be doing while the economy is going through this weird bear market. So the answer is, we should be doing what's called dollar cost averaging. And this comes from the ideas like the quote from Nick Murray, who said, timing the market is a fool's game, whereas time in the market is your greatest natural advantage. So dollar cost averaging is where you just continue to buy regardless of where the market is at the time. And if the market is going down, your average purchase price of all your investments will slowly start to decrease. And as the market comes back up, the market will come up above where your average is, causing you to make money a lot faster than if you were to just attempt to time the market, or in most people's cases, buy at the top and sell at the bottom. So I want to show you what happened over the last year, and I want to show you what my account has been doing over the last year so you can kind of see in a year framework what it is that dollar cost averaging actually looks like. So let's take a look. So what you're looking at is the S&P 500 over the last year. So you can see that we start over here in October of 2021, and we end over here in October of 2022. And we could see that over here, the market was doing great, and the slide started to occur right around December to January. Got a little bit of a spike, and then we continued going down, and now we're over here. This looks exactly like the savings rate. Like the savings rate was the highest right around here, and the savings rate slowly started to drop off, which leads us to believe that people are seeing the market go down and they're trying to get out of the market. Now, what we should be doing is just buying at every interval, and buying at every interval will cause our averages to slowly start to go down, and they won't be below the blue line, because, you know, we can never be below the smallest point because we bought some stuff over here. So the average is going to be somewhere in here, right in this middle line. And then when this blue line starts to go back up, all we have to do to start making money is get above that middle line. We don't have to get above the peak where everybody else bought and then everybody sold down here. So just to show you, I've added to this graph here the dollar cost average each month. So the first average is obviously 1 month. The second includes 2 months, 3 months, etc. So if we were to start buying investments in the S&P 500 right around, October of 2021, this is what our dollar cost average would look like over time. So we'll go ahead and add it to the chart here. There you go. So now you can see that it slowly starts to decrease. It matches a little bit with what's happening with the blue line, with the actual value of the S&P 500. You could see it kind of goes up a smidgen here, and then it goes down, then it kind of pops up a little bit and it goes down. But overall, because we're buying every single month, this is just if we bought the same amount every single month, our dollar cost average would slowly start to go down. And just like I said, right now, my account is sitting right about here. And when this blue line down here starts to come back up, all we have to do is beat out this green line. And if it stays down here, we're going to continue to buy. This green line is going to continue to go down, and eventually we're going to hit a crossing point where the green and the blue cross each other, and that should be fairly quick. So by doing this dollar cost averaging, we're going to cause our investments to have a lot more power when the market starts to come back, because we've been buying during this low time here. So you could see how buying continually a little bit every month will cause you to lower that dollar cost average and then give us ample opportunity to gain a lot whenever the economy bounces back, regardless of the fact that we bought when it was also at the highest, because our dollar cost average is continually going down. So I'm excited for when the economy bounces back, and the longer the economy stays down, the lower that average is going to go. And then when the economy bounces back, the more money I'm going to make. So this means that we should continue to buy, not sell. And don't sell so that you could start trading in crypto. It's like, I mean, you can if you want. You're your own person. And this isn't financial advice, but if you want to win at this thing, I would recommend not doing that. So then let's take a look at what your account would have looked like if you started investing 10 years ago instead of 12 months ago. If we could see what it looked like a whole decade ago and what your dollar cost average would have been if you were investing over the last decade, your investments would look a lot different. Okay, so here's the S&P 500 over the last decade, starting in 2011, ending in October of 2022. And you can see that it has a nice increase over time. There's a couple of dips there. 2015 has a dip, 2018 has a dip, in 2019 all the way to 2021, we saw a great increase. And then in 2022, we're seeing, a correction or a decline, technically a recession at this point. So right around here is where everybody's freaking out. So everybody invested around here and they're all selling around here. But let's say we dollar cost average over the course of this entire time. And just like the chart before, I added a dollar cost average over each year. And, obviously the first year is the same and the average starts to change as we add more years. But let's go ahead and add that to our graph so we can see what it looks like. All right, there you go. So you can see as the economy goes up, the dollar cost average is also going up, but look at how much lower it is than this blue line. And what we care about is the distance between the green line and the blue line. So even when things are going great, look at this distance right here. It's a lot less than this distance right here. And this distance obviously was huge, and people tend to chunk this off and they're like, oh, I was here and I lost a whole bunch of money. But realistically, this is the amount of money that we put in. And this is where we're at currently. We've made this difference right here is the amount of money that we've made. And then you could see the line start to level off. And as the economy stays low, and maybe it'll stay low for a little while longer, this will start to level off and maybe even go down a little bit. And as it starts coming back, we'll have a big giant gap where we can enjoy all that wealth that grows over time. And that's the basics of dollar cost averaging. You're just buying every time you have a chance to buy. So if you could get a good interval going, like once a month, once every paycheck, you buy a little bit. If you get a 401k, you can go and opt into an investment. Like one of mine, my 401k is in an index that covers the S&P 500. And automatically when it comes out of my paycheck, it goes in there, it doubles because of the employer match, and then it goes into that S&P 500, lowering the dollar cost average. So if I go and look at my account, I haven't actually lost money in my 401k. I'm still up since when I started my 401k, even though the economy continues to slide downwards. It will take a significant amount more for the economy to slide before I start losing money in my 401k, because I've been putting it in there, keeping that dollar cost average low over a long period of time. So as everyone else is panicking, what we have to do in order to be successful is just stay calm, continue to put money into our investments, and relax. Once the economy starts coming back, people will start jumping back into the economy. They'll get excited. They want to see the growth. And when that happens, we will be enjoying all the growth that takes place because of the people who are acting emotionally instead of just being consistent about their investments and growth. We're playing the long game, the 30-year plus game of from today until the day we retire, where we know that we're going to see continual growth pretty much year over year with just a little bit of downturns in between there that we don't really have to worry about since we're in it for the long game. So I know it's a scary time, and it's always scary when you put your money in. And if you were one of the people who were excited at the end of 2021 and you were chucking a bunch of money into investments thinking this is going to be great, we're going to make a bunch of money, and then you saw it dip, I am sorry. That happened to a lot of people. But keep buying. Don't sell. Keep buying. And on the other end of this thing, we're going to see some great growth, and the Wealthy Idiot community will be here to guide you through what happens next. So I appreciate you stopping by. If you have any questions, toss them down below. Check out wealthyidiots.com for any kind of new news or information that you definitely don't want to miss, and I'll see you guys next time.